Hello everyone, I am Victor. Welcome back to AK Next Gen Vibes. In the previous video, we understood the fundamentals of the Oracle FLEXCUBE general ledger, including GL categories in the head, node, and Leaf GL hierarchy. In this video, we will move to the next step and understand how the chart of accounts is set up and maintained in Oracle FLEXCUBE. We will explore the important maintenance options and associated functions step by step. Let's get started. Chart of accounts overview. Oracle FLEXCUBE supports a multi-level structure for the bank's chart of accounts. Broad groups of accounts can be created under categories such as assets, liabilities, income, and expenses, and these groups can be divided further into multiple GL levels. The GL at the top is called the head GL. The lowest level GLs are Leaf GLs, while higher level consolidation GLs are called node GLs. The hierarchy also establishes parent and child relationships between GLs. Oracle FLEXCUBE stores GL balances currency-wise, as well as maintaining an overall balance in local currency. The multi-level GL structure is maintained through the chart of accounts screen by the branch marked as the head office. Chart of accounts maintenance. The chart of accounts maintenance functionality is used to create individual GLs and establish the bank's GL structure. When defining a GL, the information you maintain depends on the type of GL being created. Through the detailed maintenance screen, you define the GL characteristics, establish its relationship with other GLs, and configure applicable reporting information. Together, these details form the multi-level general ledger hierarchy of the bank. Maintaining a GL structure. Before looking at individual fields, it is important to understand how the structure is built. A head GL is at the top and does not report to another GL. A node GL reports to another GL and has other GLs reporting to it. A Leaf GL reports to another GL, but no GL reports to it. When a GL reports to another GL, the higher level GL becomes its parent GL, while the reporting GL becomes its child GL. By establishing these relationships, Oracle FLEXCUBE builds the complete chart of account hierarchy. GL details. Understanding GL type. Let's now start with the GL details. The details available for a GL depend on the type of GL being created. If a field is disabled, it means that the field is not relevant for that particular GL. For customer GLs, the GL type can include normal, miscellaneous debit, miscellaneous credit, and nostro. For internal GLs, the available types can include normal, miscellaneous debit, miscellaneous credit, cash, and interbranch. Miscellaneous debit and miscellaneous credit types are used where one entry may need to be offset against multiple entries, and instrument numbers support reconciliation of these entries. GL details. Posting and reconciliation controls. Posting controls are particularly important for internal Leaf GLs because direct entries can be posted only to internal Leaf GLs. Posting can be direct, such as through the data entry module, or indirect, where accounting entries originate from other FLEXCUBE modules. You can also control whether back-period entries are allowed for the GL. For miscellaneous debit or miscellaneous credit GLs, reconciliation can be configured as direct or split. In direct reconciliation, a debit is matched against its corresponding credit. In split reconciliation, one debit may be reconciled against multiple credits, or vice versa. GL details. Currency restrictions. Oracle FLEXCUBE allows currency restrictions to be specified for internal GLs. The available options are single currency, all foreign currencies, and all currencies. If single currency is selected, the specific currency in which transactions can be posted must also be identified. All foreign currencies allows postings in currencies other than the bank's local currency. Selecting all currencies means that no currency-based posting restriction applies. By default, transactions in all currencies can be posted unless a restriction is specified. GL details P&L and revaluation options. For income and expense GLs, Oracle FLEXCUBE provides additional options related to foreign currency processing and revaluation. Entry-based revaluation can be enabled for applicable FCY entries during end-of-day processing, including single entries, entry pairs, and reversal entries based on the selected configuration. FCY entries can also be configured for reposting in local currency. An intraday posting GL can be specified for applicable income or expense GLs. In this case, FCY income or expense entries can first be routed through an asset or liability GL and later transferred to the actual P&L GL after end-of-day revaluation. These are specialized accounting options and should be configured according to the bank's accounting requirements. GL Linkages tab. The GL Linkages section is used to establish important relationships for the GL being defined. One of the primary linkages is the parent GL. The parent GL is the GL to which the current GL reports within the hierarchy. When selecting a parent GL, the available list contains no GLs that have already been created. The GL Linkages section is also used to maintain the year-end profit and loss accounts into which applicable balances will be posted. This linkage information helps connect individual GLs into the overall chart of account structure. Reporting lines for Leaf GLs. The chart of accounts maintenance also provides reporting line information for Leaf GLs. Debit and credit reporting lines can be associated with a Leaf GL. These reporting relationships help organize financial information according to the reporting requirements of the head office or central bank. We are only introducing this linkage here because it is available as part of the chart of accounts setup. The detailed creation and maintenance of the reporting line structure will be covered separately in the next GL video. Other GLs linked to this parent. In a multi-level chart of accounts, a single parent GL may have several GLs reporting to it. Oracle FLEXCUBE provides functionality to view GLs linked under the current GL within the hierarchy. This helps users understand the reporting structure and identify the GLs that are positioned below a particular parent. In practical terms, it provides a convenient way to navigate and understand the relationships within a complex GL tree. This becomes particularly useful when the chart of accounts contains several levels and a large number of GLs. Statement details. For a GL maintained in the chart of accounts, the bank may need to generate periodic statements for transactions involving that GL. Statement details can therefore be maintained for applicable GLs. The bank can define the statement generation frequency and specify when the statement should be generated. Statements can also be generated only when there has been movement in the account, if that option is selected. The statement required control can be used to temporarily stop statement generation even when statement details have already been maintained. The delivery media and receiver address can also be specified. IBAN Account Number function. For an internal Leaf GL, Oracle FLEXCUBE allows a clearing account number to be maintained for outgoing payments where the internal GL is the remitter account. Through the additional information screen, the clearing account number and the bank code of the GL can be specified. The system can also populate the IBAN account number based on the bank code and account number. When a maintained clearing account or IBAN is found in an incoming payment, Oracle FLEXCUBE can use this maintenance to resolve the actual GL for the payment. Position GL maintenance. Position accounting is another important configuration associated with the chart of accounts. If position accounting has been enabled in the bank-wide parameters, foreign currencies linked to a GL must be associated with a position GL and a position equivalent GL. The position GL represents the current position in the foreign currency, while the corresponding position accounting structure supports the local currency equivalent. If position accounting is not required for a particular GL, the positioning required option should not be selected. Position GLs must already be maintained before they can be identified for a GL. BIC linkage for a Leaf GL. Oracle FLEXCUBE also allows authorized sender SWIFT BICs to be linked to a Leaf GL. These BICs represent sender entities that are authorized to specify the Leaf GL as the debit account for applicable incoming SWIFT payment messages. During straight-through processing, the system checks whether the sender SWIFT BIC is authorized to use that Leaf GL as the debit account. This maintenance therefore provides an additional control when a GL is used during incoming SWIFT payment processing. Viewing chart of accounts details. After chart of accounts records have been maintained, their details can be viewed through the chart of accounts maintenance summary functionality. The summary provides information that helps users identify and retrieve maintained GL records. From the summary, a selected record can be opened to view its detailed maintenance information. This makes it easier to review the GL configuration without navigating manually through the complete hierarchy. Reposting FCY entries in LCY. Now let's look at a specialized end-of-day process for applicable realized income and expense GLs. If a GL has been configured so that FCY entries are to be reposted in local currency, the required batch process must be triggered during end-of-day. The reposted entries retain the same transaction reference and event sequence number as the original transaction and are posted using the RPOS event. The manual identifies greply as the function ID used to execute this reposting process for GLs where the option has been enabled. Entry-based revaluation of applicable FCY income and expense GL entries also takes place before the normal account revaluation process. Complete chart of accounts setup flow. Let's now connect the complete chart of accounts setup process. First, define the GL and its applicable details. Next, identify its position in the GL hierarchy by establishing the appropriate parent GL relationship. Configure the relevant GL controls, such as currency restrictions, posting preferences, reconciliation, and specialized P&L options where applicable. Then maintain the required linkages and associated functions, such as reporting lines, statements, position accounting, IBAN information, or BIC authorization, depending on the type and purpose of the GL. Together, these configurations create the multi-level chart of account structure used by the bank. Summary. Let's quickly summarize what we learned in this video. We understood how Oracle FLEXCUBE supports the multi-level chart of accounts and how parent and child relationships build the GL hierarchy. We explored important GL details, including GL types, posting controls, reconciliation, currency restrictions, and specialized foreign currency and P&L options. We also looked at GL linkages, reporting line associations, statement configuration, IBAN information, position GL maintenance, and BIC authorization. Finally, we understood the specialized process for reposting applicable FCY entries in local currency. With this, we have completed our detailed introduction to setting up the chart of accounts in Oracle FLEXCUBE. Thank you, and what's next? Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you understand how the chart of accounts is set up and maintained in Oracle FLEXCUBE. In the next video in our General Ledger series, we will understand the reporting line structure and learn how alternate reporting requirements can be supported for head office and central bank reporting. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to AK Next Gen Vibes for more Oracle FLEXCUBE and banking technology tutorials. See you in the next video.